Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. This is going to be a very large unboxing. Basically a very big, you can see it in the background, very big and a very heavy box arrived today. And it's 50 pounds. So it's just this massive box. So a really heavy, big box filled with comics from Stackery. I've been, sending a lot of my books that I order from eBay and so forth to Stackery just so that they can gather them all and save me on shipping when shipping it to Canada. So it's just, this has been the way I've been doing it. There's just a lot of stuff in this. So let's get into it. Let's see what's inside the box. It's 30 some odd orders all stacked together. So it's a lot of books. Let's see. So, craziness. Okay. So, we're going to get into it. There's a lot of packing. Okay, we'll get into the first group of comics. And that's this one. This is probably my comic shop order. I got my comic shop to send stuff to Stackery as well, because sometimes they don't send things to Canada. So that's kind of sad, but that's the reality of the situation. So a lot of these are going to be really cool. And the first one that I'm going to show you is just, I start off with super hot comic. This is, wow, this is actually a really major book. Teenage Dope Slaves. And this is from The Seduction of the Innocent. It's actually called Harvey Comics Library. And it's sort of like a drug-related issue. And it's just kind of a cool, rare comic. This is a super rare comic. They actually made a reprint. And even the reprint of this book is considered super rare and valuable. It's like a $100 book as a reprint. This is the original. And it's from 1952. And it's just a really great book. Really, really hard to find. Quite nice to get into my collection. It's a low grade. It's like it's like a 2. Okay, then we got some Betty Page. So the reason I had to send this to Stackery was they wouldn't send Betty Page stuff to Canada. So I had to get all the Betty Page stuff sent to Stackery. And I just thought some of these covers were quite nice. So we got this one, Betty Page Unbound. It's just a really great, almost like a Red Sonja mixture cover. And then this one, actually, I just thought was such a cool comic. Nothing valuable, but I just thought it was a really great comic. Because it's paying homage to the book that's behind me. That's like right there, Reformed Schoolgirl. And this is sort of like an homage cover to that. And that's also from The Seduction of the Innocent. So I just thought this was just such a great... I don't even know what the series is. It's Midnight, and it's number 3. But it's just an homage cover to Reformed Schoolgirl. And it's Reformed School Skunk. So I thought that was kind of cute. And if you've seen a lot of my other videos, I've been talking about how I'm collecting all of the covers from Dave Stevens. And this is one of those. This is Viking Heroes number 5. It is Dave Stevens did the cover art for this. Personally, I don't really feel like this is one of his better ones because, he does better with the good girl art stuff, but still a cool cover. And because I got that other Midnight, I got the, number 1 from that same series. So this is just that other Midnight. I'm not sure very much about it, but I just thought it was interesting. And then we got some more Betty Page Unbound number 4. And then we got Betty Page Unbound number 5. This is just one of the variant. They have so many different covers. So that's... And then we got Midnight number 2. So I bought 1, 2, and 3 from Midnight. And the next one is Shadow and Doc Savage number 1, and this is another Dave Stevens art cover. I actually really like the Shadow. I thought this was kind of an interesting, cover. So I just kind of like that one a lot. Okay, and then we got some Spider-Man. So this one's kind of interesting. This one's related to the trailer that dropped for Spider-Man. And this was like highly spec'd on comic. This is Sins Past Part 1. And, you know, Spider-Man 509. So just sort of a Spider-Man spec. Okay. And then we got some more Betty Page. This one's a rare, very rare comic. This is Betty Page's number 9. And it's just like a little, it's almost like a little comic book. But it was the final issue of the series. And it's just sort of like, they have both, both spellings of Betty Page. So it's Betty Page with the BTTY and then IE version. So I've seen both as well. So it's the Betty Pages, number 9. And that's one of the earliest series with Betty Page. So a very rare series. And then we got another Dave Stevens cover. And this is Comico Christmas Special. And this is Dave Stevens' alien art. So kind of cool. And some more. So you're going to see a lot of Betty Page in this. We got the Betty Pages number. I'm not sure what number this is. Number 8 of the series. So it's a nice Betty Page cover. And then we got Betty Pages number 7. That's a really nice cover. And number 6. And a nice photo cover for number 5. And then we got some 4-color goodness. This is 4-color 268. Just, I always like these. Like there was a cartoon series with Hiawatha and a whole bunch of other ones. And I kind of liked those as a kid. So I thought when I saw this cover, I was like, oh, this is really cool. I like these little native comics. So this is Mickey Mouse, The Surprise Visitor. And it's 4-color 268. I'm actually collecting a bunch of 4-color ones, mainly the key issues, because there's just too many in the collection to get all of them. It would take me forever. This one, actually, I ordered, and then it became this really hot comic. It's kind of funny. This is Batman. Whoops, and I dropped it on the floor. I just dropped it on the floor. And there it goes from mint to no. It's actually, it survived the drop. Yeah, don't drop comics on the floor, kids. Okay, so this is Batman 112. And it's just like this variant cover where it's like, kind of looks like old video game. So it's kind of cool. But this cover became super hot. And I've seen it actually listed quite expensively. Speaking of hot covers, I just really like this one. This is Batman 602. I believe, I'm pretty sure, maybe I'm not. I'm not sure who did the art for it. You can tell me in the comments below who did the art for this. I was going to say like J. Scott Campbell, but I don't think so. But just a really great cover. So I'm trying to collect a few of the issues of Spider-Man. Okay, then we got the mystery mail call. So that I will do as a future unboxing. That will be in episode 2 maybe. We got more packing tape. Okay, and then we got a whole bunch of comics. This one looks like almost like a magazine. Let's see what this is. So almost have to be a little surgical here. Oh, yes, it is a magazine. So, I mentioned that I'm collecting Dave Stevens. I mentioned that I'm collecting Betty Page. Well, Betty Page, she made her first appearance in a magazine. As, when I say magazine, I mean as a character. As, like, this is, like, you know, she obviously appeared in the photojournals, like, from the 50s. But this is the first appearance of Betty Page as a cartoon character, like as an artist drawing. It was kind of a weird story, very short story, like her and a robot, basically. Just a weird story. But this is the first appearance of Betty Page in comic form, I guess. So this is volume 9, number 4 of Heavy Metal. So not many people know about this, but it is the first appearance of Betty Page. So kind of cool magazine. And wow, this is gonna be a long unboxing just because there's so much stuff. There's like 50 pounds of comics to go through here. So you're gonna have to be a little patient. Some of these require a little bit more unboxing than others. This one has like these really thick cardboard. Whoever did this did a really good job of packing it so that it would be safe. But at the same time, it's hard to get out. Sometimes that can work against you when you're trying to get it out. Okay, wow, that was a little challenging. A little challenging. Okay, so got all that paper off. Okay, this is actually a series that is kind of funny that I bought. So I was watching, what's the channel? One of these other YouTube channels about comics. And a lot of the time I get inspired by other channels and then I buy stuff based on what other channels are talking about. And one of the channels was, he was just going on about how some comics, they get really hyped up because there's like not a trailer, but just like a potential, like there was, in this case, it was a trailer. And it was also a pilot that had been shot. They actually did the pilot and it looked like this was going to be the hot series. And it just didn't go anywhere. It ended up that after the pilot, it never even got released. So the comic went from being like a dollar bin comic to worth almost $1,000. And so when I heard that, I was like, wow, that's actually kind of cool. It must be a good series. So I figured, hey, I'll just pick it up. And I picked it up for like $2. That's how cheap it was to get it. So the first appearance, and I got a signed copy of it, $2. This is like really cheap. And it's like signed by Cullen Bunn and Brian Hurt. So kind of cool. It's called The Sixth Gun. And this is the free comic book day edition. And you can see even they had a price of $12 on it. Like I paid for $2. And it's signed and everything. And it was, as I said, this was like a 900 plus comic. And that was unsigned. So that's kind of funny that I picked it up so cheaply. So yeah, that shows you how prices can go up and down. And because I got that, I also got, it came with this as well. I think the total was $6. So maybe it wasn't really $2, but it was like, yeah, a nice little set. This was number 5 of the set. So the way it worked was the Sixth Gun had a free comic book day, which was its kind of first appearance. And then they had a series run that was like, I think 1, 2, 6, I think. Don't quote me on that. But I did get others from the series in other comics like that are coming in the mail. Okay, so next thing is a very cool slab. And I was inspired by somebody that commented on my video. If they asked me, oh, did you ever collect any of the Valiant ones that, you know, like Turok and all these ones, and like Magnus the Robot Hunter, and some other one. And I said, yes, I've been trying to get them, but never had any luck. Well, after that, for some reason, I had huge luck at finding Turok. This is the first appearance of Turok, Son of Stone. And this is a 4/5. And this is 4 color $5.96. And as I said, some of these 4 colors are quite pricey. This is a pretty pricey book. I think it was like $300, $400 range. Just a really quite high-priced book. I think it was like $300, or maybe a little bit less than that, actually. I kind of negotiated down. I think I got them down to like $250 or something like that. So I always like to negotiate. But it's a great book to have in my collection. I've seen this many times at auction, and I've actually bid on it several times. I just never win. So just to have it was kind of great. So that was one of the ones that I wanted to get. The three that were kind of in that series were Dr. Solar, Magnus the Robot Hunter, and Turok. Those are kind of the ones that I always associate with the whole Valiant run, which was a comic company in the 90s. That was quite big. Okay, so next is, they also did Ninjak and a whole bunch of other ones. But Turok is kind of one of the more famous ones. Okay, so now we get into a nice Gemini Mailer. I'll open this up. I'm going to have a huge mess after this. I'm dumping all this stuff on the floor. You should see it. It's such a mess. I'm glad you can't see my floor. It's kind of scary how much mess I'm making. Okay, so see. Oh, that came out really easily. That was nice. Okay, so again, based on the Spider-Man spec, I believe this is the first appearance of, what's the name of it? It's like, I'm trying to remember the name. He's got like a truck. They mentioned the truck. They mentioned, this is in Spider-Man. And it was like, he owns like some kind of food bank kind of system. And this is, you know, somebody in the comments can tell me who it is. But this is the first appearance of that character. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 546. So another one of these specs related to the movie. Because I guess in the trailer, there was a scene where they show like the back of a truck. And it just happened to be that company that's associated to this character. So a lot of people are speccing that this character will make an appearance in the new Spider-Man movie. Okay, just so you can see it's still full of like boxes to unpack. So I'm gradually working through it, but it is a lot. Okay, this one actually came with a little note. I'll actually read the little note. Thank you much for your purchase. Okay, so I think that's kind of nice. A little extra touch. Okay, and let's, can I open this? Yes. Okay, so this is a little comic lot. Sometimes you get these comic lots and they're pretty cheap, and this was a cheap lot actually. Okay, so I actually, where is it? Oh, I don't have it handy. Okay, so there's a comic that Dave Stevens was in, where he did the cover, and it's called Cheval Noir. And this is so what happened was I got number 1, and I got it like slabbed version, and these were the rest of the series. So I figured I might as well get the whole series. And Dave Stevens actually did a couple of the covers. So he did number 1, and he did one of the other issues. I'll show you it in a second once I get it out. So this is number 2. And then we got John Bolton cover, number 3. Or number 4, sorry. And then we got another great cover. Interesting one. And then we got number 6. And the big key is number 7, which is the Dave Stevens Good Girl art. Very nice cover. Really like this cover. As I said, Dave Stevens does really great work. Good Girl art. I really like his Good Girl art. Okay, next. Okay. There's still a lot of cool things that I have to show in this. If you're patient, this is going to be, there's lots of really cool stuff still coming. So I hope you can endure. This is like already 19 minutes and I still have a long way to go. So I hope you enjoy these longer videos. Okay, so this one, very poorly wrapped, I have to say. But at least Stackery did a good job of trying to protect it. I'm not even sure what this is. What is this? Somebody just sent me something weird. I'm not even sure what this is. I did not order this. Royal Books. And it's just like a photo book, a photo catalog. I'm not even sure what this is. So somebody sent me this. Maybe it has some Dave Stevens or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Royal Books. I'll have to look this one up because I'm not sure what it is. It just came to me and I have no idea. So if anyone knows what this is, they can tell me in the comments because I didn't order that and it just arrived. So that's a surprise one that I wasn't expecting because I have no idea what that is. So yeah, it's always kind of interesting when you get some random book. I'm not sure about that one. That was kind of weird. I'll have to look it up, find out what's going on there. Maybe somebody sent it as a gift or something. Okay. Oh, this one's really nice. So some more Betty Page. I'm a big fan of Betty Page, as you can see. And this is just a really great cover. This is Betty Page, Volume 3, Number 1. But this is sort of like a variant cover. Variant by KRS Comics Edition. So it's kind of like just a cool variant. I'll just take it out of the plastic so you can see it a bit better. It's really great. I'm not sure if you can see the slab. It's just a really great cover. Nice high grade too, 9.6. So yeah, just really nice. And it wasn't that expensive. Maybe because it was 9.6. You know, it's like that lower grade. Okay, and we get some more. This one's... Oh, it's like Christmas. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. This is not what I expected in terms of this book. So this is going to be an interesting one. This is a very special. This is actually one of the big books in this collection of all the things that arrived. And it's not what I expected. I was expecting something a little bit different. So this is interesting. So this is I was expecting it to be a larger book. But it is a very important book. This is Parade of Pleasure. Now, I've gone on about SOTI. SOTI is the seduction of the innocent. Well, Parade of Pleasure is known as POP. And you'll see often slabs being either marked with SOTI or POP. Well, POP is similar to SOTI in the respect that it did influence people to say, hey, look, maybe comics are a bit too extreme. Maybe they shouldn't be in the hands of children. And so this book had that same kind of level of influence that Seduction of the Innocent had. It's other book that was kind of major in that. Now, this book is the first American edition. There's actually two versions. There's the British edition and the American edition. The American edition is 1 year later. This is from 1954, I believe. And I can double check that, but I'm pretty sure. One sec here. I should say inside. 1955. So the first one is 1954, and this is 1955. Now, the interesting thing about this is that a lot of the books that were on the cover, see these books, like it shows all the covers of the books, are highly sought after. And it's kind of like a photo journal. It has a lot more... It's like here. There's somebody's note about it inside. But it shows a lot more of the different covers inside. So very cool. Like and people will collect all the ones that are mentioned in this. There's like a lot of books mentioned in this. I didn't realize it. I thought it was more of a much more photos, but there are lots of photos still. But it talks about the different books and the impact that they had on people. So it shows like the more naughty books, I guess, of the golden age. So kind of cool. And I'm going to read through this book, just like I read through SOTI, and learn about some other potential books that are kind of interesting, and their influence on history of comics. So I love those historical books. That's a very major one to have. It's really hard to find that book in general, but it's super hard to find it with that dust jacket. And a lot of people want that dust jacket because it does show the photo covers of, you know, some of the books that it's mentioning inside. So very important that you get it with the dust jacket. And usually that dust jacket alone, you know, I could have gotten that book for like $100 or 150 or 200 range, you know. With the dust jacket, it goes up to like 1,000 or even more. I negotiated down on the price on that one. I think I got it for like 700. And it had just sold on Heritage, same condition, for about 1,200. So, you know, it shows you how pricey of a book that is with the dust jacket. That dust jacket makes the difference. Okay, so that's that one. That was a big one. That was actually one that I was super excited about. I thought it was going to be a much bigger book, like size-wise. Because I only saw pictures of it. I never had one before, so it was kind of cool to actually get it. Okay, this one has like a bunch of tape on it. Okay. Almost there. Just have a lot of painter's tape to take off, and then I can show you this one. Okay, so this is a little comic set. Not an expensive set. They were talking about either making a cartoon series or something, and they were going to use this version of the New Warriors to make that comic series. And this is by Scotty Young. So I like Scotty Young, and a lot of his artwork is really interesting. But this one, he had a lot more of a influence in terms of the writing and stuff too. So this is Scotty Young, The New Warriors. I think this is from 2015, if I remember correctly. It doesn't say, but that's number 1. And I got the complete series. It's only 1 through 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Like sort of Brady Bunch looking one here. So that's the New Warriors. I'm not sure if it's, you know, it's one of those ones I got, you know, you can buy it really cheaply. There was some spec around it, but I don't think it ever materialized. So yeah, I thought it sounded cool, so I figured I'd pick it up. Okay, some more Betty Page. Okay, let me just kind of slice a little bit here. Of course, this one requires a little bit more, it's a little bit more involved to get it out. Oh, okay. Okay, this one's kind of cool. So this is Comico a Premiere. So we all know like Primer number 2, which is the first appearance of Grendel. But this is Primer number 5. Now, this is also a major book. Like a lot of people don't realize, but this is a major book as well as a key. Sorry for the nude girls. I'm not going to censor this part. It's very artistic, so. But this is a major book. It's a little bit rough. It's got this major spine damage. But it is a major book. This is the first appearance of Max. If you're familiar with the Image series, Max, he's kind of like this rabbit, I guess. Kind of weird looking rabbit. But this is Max the Hare, was his original name. And this is his first appearance. So kind of a major book if you're a fan of the Max. But Sam Keith is the creator of the Max. And it was quite a popular series back in the 90s. So yeah, I've been trying to collect a bunch of the primer ones just because I thought, you know, with Grendel movie coming out, I think a lot of those other keys around Grendel number 2 will become kind of hot. Okay, so now we get into some of the other ones that came with it that I also ordered. Betty Page and Jungle Land. So I'm trying to get basically a collection of Betty Page books. And I thought that was kind of cool. And that's it. So let me get to the next box. Wow, this is going to take forever. Okay, I hope you guys are patient. This is going to be a long video. Okay. Oh, okay. Some more Dave Stevens. So I mentioned I really like Dave Stevens. And you'll notice in a lot of these collections that I'm picking up, it's a lot of Dave Stevens art. Okay, so this is Dave Stevens, the Rocketeer, and Adventure Magazine number 3. Just a really great cover by Dave Stevens, like kind of airbrush cover. And just a really nice one. A lot of those Rocketeer ones are really going up in value because they're making a movie or series about him. So they're all kind of becoming really pricey. Okay, I'm going to do a big one. Oh man, there's still a lot to go. Wow. It's a lot bigger than I thought. I didn't realize there was so much stuff. Okay. I believe this is also from my comic shop. Got a couple orders sent from my comic shop. Okay. Alright. Whoa. Okay, so this is actually a really cool one. I just thought it was a really cool series. I heard that they were kind of bringing it back, and it's called Battle Chasers. You'll see a lot in here from Battle Chasers. So this is Battle Chasers. Okay. And then we got Extinction Parade number 1. I really like this series. I think it's really great. And then we got Catwoman number 9. I've been trying to collect a lot of these Catwoman ones. I just really like some of the covers. And then we got, oh, I forgot. It's something. This is a key. I just forgot what it is. I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember. This is Miss Mystic number 2, and it is a key. I just don't remember what key it was. Yeah. Then we got Extinction Parade number 2. Very good series, by the way. Definitely recommend it. These are like, I actually have other versions of this. I just got the variant covers, basically. And then we got Battle Chasers number 6. And so it's all mixed up here. Then we got Extinction Parade number 5. Wow, it's all mixed up. So then we got Catwoman number 14. I've been trying to get, as I said, I've been trying to get all that series of Catwoman. Then we have Catwoman number 1. And this is a really, really nice one. Actually, I really like the cover on this one. Really great art. Really nice. So this is Catwoman number 1. And that's the first of that series. And then we got Extinction Parade number 1. Just another cover of it. And then we got Extinction Parade number 3. So some more. And then we got Catwoman 13. It's all over the place. Really great cover though. You can see like just really great art. Some of these Catwomans, like totally underrated series. That has amazing artwork. Then we got Extinction Parade number 1. I actually have two copies of this. I just picked it up recently for $5. But yeah, so this is Extinction Parade number 1B cover. So I already had that, but it's okay. Then we got Rat Queens number 2. And I like Dungeons and Dragons, so that was another series that I thought was interesting. And then Corbin, the Corbin special. So I'm a big fan of Richard Corbin. He was one of the artists that was really commonly used in Warren magazines. And Corbin did this is kind of like a one-shot. It's like Corbin Special House of Usher. Okay, so it's just like about the House of Usher, and it's his artwork. So it's kind of a cool comic. Then we got Catwoman number 10. Catwoman number 12. These are really great covers. You can see, like, really amazing art. Okay. And then we got Extinction Parade number 4. Okay. And then another series that related to Dave Stevens. So in Star Slayer number 2, Dave Stevens introduced the Rocketeer. That's where Rocketeer made their first appearance. So Star Slayer, this is Star Slayer number 4, which is another in the series where Rocketeer appears. I have number 2 already, and this was just another in that set for that storyline. And then we got Catwoman number 17. Kind of cool covers. Then we got Catwoman number 19. So and I actually really like this cover that I'm going to show. This is Catwoman number 6, the B cover. And it's just a really cute, playful thing where she's kind of dressed like a little bit like Santa and has like a little cat on a string. I just thought that was cute. And then we got Cyberforce number 1. And this is the first appearance of what's her name? Some character like Cyblade or somebody like that. I'm pretty sure it's Cyblade. I'm pretty sure. And then we got Battle Chasers number 4. And then we got this is like the leather cover edition for Extinction Parade. Actually, it shows up on the camera really well. It doesn't show up in real life this well, but it's really shows up well on the camera. I like that. I can see it better on the camera than I can in real life. It's just so glossy, it's hard to see. So this is Extinction Parade number 3, the leather cover edition. So I just thought that was cool. And to end it with some Golden Age love, this is Jungle Comics 143. So I'm trying to collect the run of Jungle Comics, especially the bondage covers and the good girl art covers. So this is Jungle Comics 143. Just really great cover. Okay. And that was not the end. Still a lot more to go. Probably, based on what I'm seeing, you might have to, like, you know, watch this video over like several times, because it's going to be a long video based on what I'm seeing. Just a lot more stuff to go through. But I'm going to try to do it all as one video. Like, this is one shot. So, it should be interesting. Okay. Can I survive? This is another My Comic Shop order. And I will. This is the same order. It's just a different lot. So this is Star Slayer number 5. So you can see I was trying to get all the different Star Slayers. And then we got Extinction Parade number 3. So I have the complete set of Extinction Parade. Extinction Parade number 4. So these were just covers that I didn't have. Like, they're just the variants. And then we have Miss Mystic number 1. And I believe this is her origin story. So this is her, like, I believe, first appearance and origin. And then we got Battle Chasers number 9. And as I said, they're trying to bring back this series. It's not a bad series. I think it deserves to be brought back. I think just the creator is just really slow about producing them. And then we got the Rocketeer Adventure Magazine number 2. And this is another of the Dave Stevens art. It's a really great cover. And then we got Extinction Parade number 2. And these are really great. The artwork, I'm a big fan of the artist. So This is quite nice. Just really great line art. And Extinction Parade number 3. So some more by the same artist. Okay, and then we got the Rocketeer Special Edition. So this is really great. It has, this is all Dave Stevens art. You got the Rocketeer, and you also got Betty Page in the corner there. So just a really great snapshot of Dave Stevens' artwork. So really great. I like the Betty Page in the corner especially. I'm more of a fan of Betty Page and his work on Betty Page than I am on the Rocketeer. I like the Rocketeer, but you know, I like the good girl stuff. So we got Battle Chasers number 2. Battle Chasers number 5. It's all over the place. And we got Extinction Parade number 5. Some more Extinction Parade. And then we got, this is a really great one. Actually, it was Mark Olroyd, who I do the show with on the Price Variants, who showed me this book. And when I saw it, I had to get it. It was Catwoman number 15, the B cover. Quite nice. Another one that he recommended was this one with John Bolton cover art. And this is Sugar Virus. So it's just a really cool little John Bolton cover. Then we got Extinction Parade number 4. Really, so you can see all the zombies. It's all about zombie apocalypse and stuff. And then we got Catwoman number 11. Really great covers, as I said, for these Catwoman ones. And then we got Star Slayer number 3. As I said, I was trying to get that full set of all the ones related to the Rocketeer. So this is that. And then we got Catwoman 26. So this is quite another really nice Jenny Friesen cover. And then we got Battle Chasers number 3. And then the one that's one of my favorite covers from the Battle Chasers series is this one, Battle Chasers number 1. you can probably guess the reason. It's just very sexy, I thought. Battle Chasers number 1. And this is one that I'd never had in my collection. I'm not a big fan of this series, but it's one that I felt like, it's one that everyone always talks about, and it's like the big comic. This is G.I. Joe number 1 and a low grade. This is like a 2.0. It's like a very beaten up copy of G.I. Joe number 1. And it was just cool to get, you know, the first G.I. Joe. It's like, it is what it is. It's cool to get those G.I. Joe characters. I actually didn't mind watching some of the G.I. Joe. I wasn't really into it as much as some of the other series as a kid, but I did watch them, and a lot of my friends had all the action figures. I never had any G.I. Joe action figures. So, but a lot of my friends did, so it was kind of cool. So it's cool to get the first book from that series. Okay, well, we got another one here. This one's all wrapped up, like almost like Christmas wrapping. Okay, this one has a lot of wrapping, very little comic. Okay, one sec here. See if I can get this. I have to slice it a little bit. Okay, some more Dave Stevens. Well, not really. So you'll see in a future, like not a future, but in one of the boxes that is also in this, more of this series. But this is Xena, the Xena the Warrior. Oh, okay, they put them together actually. So this is Xena the Warrior number 1. Okay. And this, I believe this is the first appearance of Xena in comics. And then on the back, we got Xena number 2, which is the Dave Stevens art. So this is Dave Stevens artwork. And you can see the little DS for Dave Stevens. So this is the one I actually wanted. But this is the bigger issue in some ways because it's the first from the series. But a lot of collectors will want the second. So it's kind of weird. So they just put them together. Okay. So we got very unusual wrapping. Somebody put it in like a paper bag, the comics. You can tell like some comic people on eBay, they don't really respect comics. They just wrap in whatever, right? So let's see. Okay, so this is... Oh, and this is actually kind of a good series, but I don't know why they wrapped it so poorly. Okay, so actually, maybe because I won it really cheaply, there was, you know, sometimes there's nobody that bids on an auction, and you win something and it's like $1, you know, or you know, this case, the starting bid was $10, and I won it for $10, so I was quite happy. I don't think there's anything in there. Nope, nothing. Just more boards. Okay, so this was the Rocket Raccoon series. So for $10, I got the whole series. So this is number 1. It's a little Rocket Raccoon mini series. Number 2, and this is his first solo series. So quite important, especially with Guardians of the Galaxy coming out. Getting this Rocket Raccoon series is quite nice. These are the mini series from Rocket Raccoon. That number 1 issue, let me just go back to it, is quite sought after. So this is the one that people want because it's a great cover with Rocket Raccoon, and it is his first solo series. So quite nice. Okay, let me get some more books out. Oh, okay, this one's a bigger one. Okay, this one should be a good one, actually. Dump it on the floor. Okay, so this is going to be a big Betty Page lot. So I bought a whole collection of Betty Pages. And as I said, I'm trying to get all the different Betty Page series. And this was one of them. So this is Betty Page number 5. Betty Page number 3. Nice photo cover. Lingerie. And then we got Betty Page number 2. I think this is a different series, but yeah, it's mixed together. And then we got book 1, Hollywood Bound. So this is a separate series. And then we got Halloween Special, Betty Page. Just a really great Halloween cover. More Halloween Special. This is another one. And we got Queen of the Nile. This is Dave Stevens' art. This is one of the reasons that I bought the collection. This one, I actually have 2 copies of this, so I might be selling that in the future or giving it away as a future giveaway. Then we got Betty Page Unbound, number 6. Betty Page Unbound, number 5. And I have 2 of these as well. And then we have Betty Page Unbound, number 4. And I have 2 of these as well. So you even saw that in this one unboxing. I have 2 of these. So this is number 1. So some of these, like, you know, when you buy like a lot of comics, like where it's a lot, sometimes you get issues that you already have in order to get the issues that you don't have. So it's one of those things where sometimes you get dupes. So this is number 4. This is very like Claw. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Betty Page, but she did a lot of photos for something Claw. And basically he would get her like in these kind of crazy poses, wearing like skimpy clothes, sort of doing S&M kind of style photos. So that's one of those Claw photos. And then we got Betty Page number 3. This is like sort of like Snow White style. And then Betty Page also did a lot of innocent covers, or like art photos. This is one of those more good girl style covers. For innocent girl next door kind of cover photo. And then we got Betty Page number 1. And just different series. Then we got one of the photo covers, number 8. And then we got number 7, which is a Lisner cover. And then we got number 6, which is another Lisner cover. And then we have number 5. Actually, I have 2 copies of this. And number 4. I believe I have 2 copies of this as well. So these might be future giveaways, or I might sell them. I'm not sure. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with all my extras. Okay. Let's see if I can balance that. Getting there. Almost done. I'd say, looks like 10 more. 10 more little ones. They're all little packages at this point. And there's a slab in there as well. So some cool stuff still to come. So stay tuned as I unbox some more stuff. Trying to do this quickly. This one just has a lot more tape than some of the others did. Wow, they really taped it in. Oh, and they double boarded it. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is actually a very big key. I wish I had this earlier. I didn't even know that this was a comic. This is The Matrix Number One. This is the first appearance of The Matrix, and like, you know, all Keanu Reeves' character and all those characters. And this was sort of like a one-shot that they kind of released to promote the movie. So this is kind of cool. The Matrix trailer just dropped like a few weeks ago, and it's kind of cool to you know, get the first comic where it's all introduced. So that's The Matrix Number One. Really highly sought after comic. Okay, maybe more than 10. I don't know. There's still a lot there. I don't know. It's like never-ending box. Okay. Okay, this is a slab. And once I get it out, you'll see what it is. Okay, I'm trying to get to this one. Oh, this is a good one. If I can get it out. Okay, this is a major one. And I missed out on this recently, but then somebody else had it up and I got it for a good price. So this is Strange Worlds Number 2 in a 5.5, which is a high grade for this book. It's really hard to get this book in high grade. And this is another one. It doesn't say it. It doesn't say it in the CGC notes, but it is one that was mentioned in Seduction of the Innocent. And it's a really hard book to find. And it's just really great one. Has some really cool art on it. I'm not sure if you can see the little spider dude. Just really great. Good girl art cover too. Alien guy. I don't know. It's got a lot of stuff going for it. Maybe I'll take it out of the bag so you can see it a little bit better. It's a really great cover. Not sure if you can see. Oh, just a really great cover. This is from 1951, and it's just a really hard to find book from the Seduction of the Innocent, and especially in that higher grade. Really hard to find. You can get low grade ones. Sometimes they kind of show up. Low grade one will cost you a couple $100. That's, you know, gives you some sense of how expensive that book is. And we get into okay, this one's a little bit better. Oh, okay. So this is Sandman number 25. And this is the first appearance of the Dead Boy Detectives. And this is like, they're going to make a series about the Dead Boy detectives. And there is the new Sandman series coming out. So this book, I didn't pay much for. I think it was $5. It's not an expensive book, but there's a lot of spec behind this book because they're going to make a series about it. And it's the first appearance of those characters. There's also the Dead Boy Detectives Number One, which is another book that you should get if you're interested in the Dead Boy Detectives. This is a pretty hot spec right now. And it's probably gone up since I bought it for $5, but you know, it's one that you should try to pick up if you're interested in Sandman or any of those show ideas. Okay. Okay, this is really cool. If I can get it out. Wow, big mess on the floor. Okay, so this is Dave Stevens, the Rocketeer, and this is sort of like a big format, like edition size. Like it's like Eclipse books, and they have this really great Dave Stevens art. You know, Rocketeer, and this is, her name's Betty, the girl right there. That's not Betty Page, but it's an homage to Betty Page, but it's the girlfriend of the Rocketeer. It's a really kind of cool book with some nice Dave Stevens art. And I'm collecting all of Dave Stevens art, so that's just part of that goal of getting all these Dave Stevens ones. Okay. Oh. Okay. So now, this is another book. There's a bunch of books in here in this unboxing. And I don't know if I can get this out without, I don't want to cut into the book because it's really well wrapped. Okay. Okay, this one has a lot of wrapping on it. I just want to be really careful so I don't mangle the book in the process. Okay. So this is the Betty Page. Now, I believe this is also from my order from my comic shop. And this is one of those books that they would not send to Canada. It's just like a photo journal of Betty Page. I just thought it was a really great book. And it actually has a foreword by Betty Page. Oh, okay, wait. I got to find a page that I can show where it's not. There's some nudity. Okay, so it's just like, you know, a photo guide. And it sort of gives a little bit of history of Betty Page. And it's just, you know, kind of shows her when she was young. And, you know, it's just a nice book about Betty Page. And it's in really good shape. Just really nice book. Betty Page. So, yeah, that's probably why this box was so heavy, because there was a bunch of books in it. Okay, let's grab some more. Okay, so okay, I still have a few that I have to get out of the wrapping. Okay. Where did I put my knife? Okay. Wow, it's still a lot to go. This is going to be like a 8-hour video. I don't know. It's like such a huge unboxing. Okay, so actually, let me see. Yeah, I think it's just this. Put that on the ground. So this is Golden Age Greats. I actually have 2 copies of this. My other copy was from my comic shop, and I didn't realize before buying it that it was going to be such a bad copy. It was just so beaten up. I paid $2 for it. This I paid $6. $6, you get a lot better comic. So this is like Golden Age Greats. It just has Phantom Lady. I just like Phantom Lady, so it's just a collection of her stories and other Golden Age female characters like Black Cat, Yankee Girl, Miss Mask, Phantom Lady, Blonde Phantom, you know, and Mystica of the Moon. So there's just like so many female superheroes or characters from the Golden Age in this book. And just, I thought it was really great. So I wanted to get that, and I wanted to get it in a better grade. So I ended up buying it twice, once in really bad grade, and then once in that it's like a mint condition. Okay. And then we got, so this one was one that was just recommended. It's more of a cover buy. And somebody recommended that watches my channel. I use extra sticky tape. Okay, let me just get it out of this plastic. Man, they put this crazy tape on it that's super sticky. Okay. Okay, so this is just Aquaman, and it's Aquaman number 450. So, but it's just a nice Mara cover. And she's kind of in the bondage cover. So it's just a kind of classic cover. So, yeah. Nothing, no key, nothing is special, but just a Mara bondage cover. And somebody said, hey, you probably like this. And I said, yeah, I probably like that. So I ended up getting it. And then we go into the next one. I'm trying to pick up the pace, so it won't be too long of a video. Okay. Oh, this is a major key. Wow. Okay. Okay, so in Future State Batman, and it's something Fox, is the new Batman. And it's the son of, what's his name? The other Fox. One of the workers for Batman. The employee, it's his son that becomes the new Batman, sort of a black Batman. And this is Batman 313. And so the first appearance of that character when he was a child. And yeah, he later becomes Batman in Future State Batman. So kind of interesting. So that book has become super hot. I actually had so much trouble trying to get that comic. Every time the prices just keep on going up. So that one's a super hot comic. And okay, some more Batman. So if you like Batman, that was there's a bunch here. This was another one that was recommended to me. And I didn't pay much for this, so there was like one book in this set that they recommended, and it was cheaper to buy the set than the one comic. So I was like, okay, I'll just buy the set. Why not? Get the whole set. So it's issues 1 through 6, and I'll show you once I can get it out of the plastic. Batman Dark Detective. Okay, so this is like a really cool Joker cover. So another reason I got the whole set was I thought it looked like a pretty cool series. So then we got Batman Dark Detective number 2. And then we got Batman Dark Detective number 3. And then we got Batman Madness, Dark Detective Madness, number 4. That's still part of it. And then number 5. And the one that they actually recommended, so the reason I got the Aquaman and this set was the same reason. Somebody had recommended, like I had done a video on bondage covers. And some people said, hey, do you know any modern cool covers? And these were the two that they were recommended. The Aquaman one and this one. Batman Dark Detective number 6. It's just a really great bondage cover. It almost reminds me of something that would be from The Seduction of the Innocent with the hot brand. Like that's pretty full on. Joker's going kind of crazy there. So that's a really great cover. So, okay. And more. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so I showed some of these earlier in this video. The Betty Pages. And I wish they had kind of wrapped these a little bit more carefully. But the Betty Pages. This is number 1. Really hard to find. This is the first print, too. Finding the first print is very difficult. And this is Glenn Barr did the cover for this. Just a really great first appearance in kind of in a series, like where it's Betty Page comic. So this is Betty Page's number 1. Okay, very hard to find, very rare, very pricey book normally. I got the set 1, 2, 3 fairly affordably. This is Dave Stevens art. Really great art, actually. I believe. Oh, well, no, I'm wrong, actually. Sorry. It's Bill Ray. Sorry. Almost looks like Dave Stevens art. But Bill Ray, Betty Page's number 2. So that's kind of nice. I'll have to bag these ones because I don't like them being loose like this. And then this is the Betty Page's number 3. So I have the full set of the Betty Pages. That's too bad. Number 3 is a little bit rough. Like you can see the top has a bit of scuffing. But other than that, they look quite nice. Okay, we're getting to the bottom of the box. And I actually still have more, but getting to the bottom. Okay, I believe I'm at the bottom of the box. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 left to go. Okay, and I'll finish it with the slab. So that was the pop of the bubble wrap. Okay, so this one has nice painter's tape. Just taking off the painter's tape here. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. I think they sent me the wrong book. Oh no, this is the back. This must be the back. Okay, or is it? Okay, sorry, I'm just looking at this book. It's not what I was expecting. So this is the cover that I'm seeing. Is this the right one? It seems wrong because I'm collecting the Dave Stevens art. Okay, so this is the back cover, I believe. Let me just flip it over. I have to flip it out. So probably they didn't realize that was the back cover. Gonna flip it around. This is the front cover. So this is Dave Stevens. Really great art. You can see the dogs kind of checking out Betty Page. So this is it is Rocketeer related. So this is, again, not really Betty Page, but it's a Betty Page homage. And it's the girlfriend of the Rocketeer. So, you know, kind of that seductress. Wow. You unbox like a lot of comics and then you try to speak. Okay, that's how I feel right now. Wow. Okay, so seductress. So yes, really great cover. I really love Dave Stevens art. Okay, so that's that one. And then we got a little one. This is a little package. I can get this out. It's like really well wrapped. Okay. Okay, this is more of the Betty Pages, but it's really well wrapped and not the best well wrapped, meaning like lots of wrapping, but not really the proper way of doing it. Just frustrating way of sending a comic, actually. I just have to, hopefully I can get it out of this without it damaging the comic. I don't know why people send things this way. Okay, well, I mean, they sent it in Ziploc bags. Who sends comics in Ziploc bags? So bad idea. So this is Movie Star News. And this is just, you can see it's not in the greatest shape, actually. And that's partly because of the packaging. It's not that this was a bad condition when I bought it. It's that because of the way it was wrapped, where it was kind of squeezing the comic, where it had no bag or board, it just got kind of mangled a little bit. So it's been kind of, you can see all the dings. It's really annoying that they did that. Really, really sad, because such a rare comic, and to have it shipped very poorly is really quite sad. This is actually quite interesting. I didn't know what the interior would look like of this book, but basically, I want to show you in a way. Hopefully, I'll try to keep it PG, but basically it shows like a lot of like little like thumbnails of all of her photos that she had done. It's kind of cool. It's a very interesting little book. So this is Betty Page, Queen of Curves, Movie Star News. Very rare book. Very hard to find this book. And it's kind of a shame that they hadn't sent it a bit better. Oh well. So sad. Okay. It wasn't expensive. It was like, I didn't pay that much for it, but just because I didn't pay much doesn't mean that I don't want it to be treated with respect. Okay. Oh, this is a cool one. I knew this one was low grade, but it's a cool comic. This is the Kilroys number 1, and I didn't pay much for this either. I think it was like 20 or 30 bucks. And this is number 1 of the series. It's a Golden Age comic. The Kilroys, I've explained this in other videos. The Kilroys are a comic series kind of paying tribute to Archie, maybe a little bit, but also to something that happened during the Second World War. What happened was when the U.S. military were kind of going through, like, capturing, like, Europe, like, you know, taking it back from the Germans, they would put these little calling cards almost, like it was called Kilroy. Kilroy was here. And they would do that as they were kind of traveling through Europe. And you would see like these appear on bridges everywhere, like throughout Europe. And it was just to show that, you know, the Americans had sort of taken it back. And this comic kind of pays homage to that by saying Kilroy was here. And that's what this, I don't know. So I thought it was kind of a cool little series. And it's a nice little Golden Age book. Okay, I think we are almost done. Wow. Long video, but at the end of it, we got a slab, and maybe a really good one. Maybe not. This is not a big book. Actually, I remember this book. It's like a cheap one. But it's Raccoon's number 1, and it's a, you know, it's a 9/8. This is the first appearance of all the characters. I actually read this series. I like Dungeons and Dragons, so I thought, hey, why not get it? Get the first of the series, and get all their first appearances, right? So, yeah, not an expensive book. I think you can get it in this grade for like under $50. So, yeah, not an expensive book, but you know, still cool. Still cool. You know, never know, that series might take off. Okay. So that was my unboxing. Rather huge unboxing. It took me forever and I made a huge mess. I almost want to show you. One sec here. I'm going to show you my floor. This is once in a lifetime experience where you get to see the floor, the aftermath the aftermath of an unboxing. So I'm just going to show you my floor. I'm going to pan down to my floor. One second. See how it's like, I'm not sure if I can show it. One sec here. I'm going to try to show it. So you can see all the mess that was made. I'm not sure. Can you see all that mess? Oh my goodness. And then just a huge mess. And then the box all there. Just a huge mess of all the stuff, all the wrapping that was involved with this unboxing. So that was the bonus. The bonus, you get to see my mess that I gotta now figure out what the heck I gotta do with it. It's like it's another 30 minutes of cleanup. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. It was fun to go through it. I think there was a lot of great stuff in it. The couple SOTI books and lots of Betty Page. I really love the Betty Page stuff and the Dave Stevens art. I hope you enjoyed that as well. What do you think? What are you collecting? Tell me below. And thanks again for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye for now.